Man, get up here in the Zo Loft to get your head right.
Howdy, girlfriend. Welcome to the Zo Loft. A day without women. Look, we don't need y'all to lecture on us a day without women. You feminists rob us of women all the time who could have been alive today by murdering them through abortion. The ones who don't value women are you. You take that silly rebuke of yours up with those who you want us to coexist with, who throw rocks at women, who dare to have aspirations of being independent. But yeah, by all means, walk off your jobs. Prove yourself to be as invaluable as you think you're being treated as. Because I assure you, a poor attitude and ethic like yours ain't needed. Now, being without women would truly suck. God himself vouches for that. He told Adam, it's not good for man to be alone, dude, and made a woman to be his companion. So from God himself, we know that a world without women would suck. However, being without feminists would be totally awesome. Eve was awesome until she became a feminist, suckered by this butthole's propaganda that she was entitled to be equal with the creator. You know, that God guy. When she took on the feminist mindset and got bossy with an emasculated man. And as the story goes, the world just kind of sucked after that. But look here, even Eve knew that she couldn't be equal to God without a male accomplice. She got Adam to join her, and these feminists are the same today, using mush-minded men pawns to achieve their goals. Now I want to say nothing gives a man a right to abuse a woman. Yet you got screech owls like Ashley Judd out there who parades herself as a sex object and then gets mad when she's treated like one. These women are proving that they're not empowered. Their whole movement is supposed to be about how strong and independent and affirming how empowered they are. But despite the powerhouses they want to tell themselves that they are, the reality is that the reason why they do this is because they really see themselves as victims, which means there's nothing empowering about what you're doing. This is really just a big snivel fest for women who are so weak and cowardly that they would even kill a baby because a baby represents a threat to them. Hey, I wonder if the women who are in the abortion industry are gonna walk off their jobs. A lot of females will live that day if you do. I wonder what's more important to you, making your stand as a feminist to walk off your job, or making your stand as a feminist by staying on the job to facilitate a woman's desire to kill the kid she carries, even if that kid is a girl. All this movement is people preying on the insecurities of women.
These feminists are not doing this for equal pay. They do not care to be cherished, adored, or valued. Hey, right on, some coffee. Yeah, thank you, baby.
This means very little to them.
So much so that you may find at times they're insulted when you show them these things.
No matter how much you pay a feminist or how much value you show them, they will never be satisfied. Why? Because they covet something from men that they can never have. And that is to be feared by men. This is the phantom that feminists are chasing yet will never gain. Men will never have a natural fear of women. And this isn't said in boasting, because with men having that dynamic, you have to be responsible with it, never abusive with it. Now, I'm not talking about men fearing women out of like rejection, being scared to ask a woman out or something like that. I'm talking about something totally different. I'm talking about a basic natural fear. That is what these feminists want, to be naturally feared by men. The only way a man can fear a woman is if unnatural conditions are made, which means a woman will never truly be naturally satisfied with a man truly fearing her, because the natural fear of a man of a woman doesn't exist. These women are chasing a ghost, and they will never be at peace until they realize that. They fail to see the power they already have if they would just humble themselves. Oh yeah, thank you, baby. I mean, a sandwich. Now some might think like, wow, Zo, you really got your woman in line. No, you don't understand. The power is in a woman's sweetness and submission to a man. That is her most effective way to keep her man in line. One of the dumb displays of men is men who don't appreciate that. But you can actually see that some of us develop half a brain and realize that a woman like that is a jewel and would be a fool to let her go. And will be a submissive servant to her qualities of submissiveness to make her happy. You feminists don't know the real power that you have. And to be fair, a lot of us men take that whole dynamic for granted. But at some point, I hope you see the power that in even the feared man would be the king who would willingly serve his woman out of love instead of fear. That is real power. If you feminists would just read the Bible and encourage men to read the Bible for what it says, not for what religion says, and seek for man to fear God instead of fearing you, you will see a better world. You obviously have a lot of influence over men, but if you're gonna use that influence to point men to God. Then you will have gained the real blessing of power, not the power that you want from fear. You just have to get over yourself and accept that God is that guy, the only one who gives that power. Thanks again, y'all, for hanging out with me in the Zo Loft. Be sure to share with your friends, family, even people who get on your nerves. Because remember, y'all, when you share and support my work, a little bit of leftism dies. I almost forgot the sandwich that my awesome wife brought me. Oh yeah, and the coffee that my awesome wife brought me in my awesome 20-pound sledge van. Howdy, girlfriend.